groan to yourself, trying your best not to focus on your new legs. It would be almost possible, but your new enhanced senses make it difficult to put your recent transformation out of mind. You wonder to yourself whether there's even a point in trying to escape anymore. You contemplate ending it, but doubt that your captor would allow it. She would probably find it hilarious if you tried. Hello. How are you doing today, my dear little human pet? Though now that I think about it, I wonder if you can properly be called human anymore. I haven't actually changed your... what do humans call it? Yes, DNA. No, that has remained untouched. I think I could change it if I bothered, but your body contains trillions of copies. Changing every single one would be such a pain. Really wouldn't accomplish anything meaningful, except pain. No. This was more of a cosmetic surgery. So your genes are still human. I wonder if that matters. Is that what makes a human a human? A string of proteins in their cells being in the proper order? In the end, you no longer resemble anything close to a Homo sapien. Any of your former kin who saw you, they would recoil in sheer terror. And I don't know if you realize, but you're different mentally now, too. Oh, absolutely. I remember how you behaved in the beginning. You're completely different now. You used to be so innocent, pleading for mercy, simply trying to get out any way you could, but then you developed a defiant streak, trying to actually fight against me, sabotage me, or simply disobey me out of spite, brat. And now you're really settling into things. You still get frightened. Now that you know the sorts of things I can do to you, your fear, it seems, stronger than ever. But I think you're starting to truly realize that you will never, ever escape. You have a very grim demeanor, and you face each challenge with the sort of hopeless determination. Like you try your best to succeed, but you don't even know why. Oh no. I absolutely love it. I was worried you would become desensitized. But instead, you become very focused on our game. It's delightful. So, that brings me to the question of, after you no longer look like a human or think like a human, whether you could possibly still be considered a human. Yesterday I decided to simply call you a mortal. I suppose I'll stick with that. That's the most delightful thing. After all the warping of your mind and body, you still have the ability to feel pain, to die. You haven't been changed in any way that would truly benefit you. Why, yes, I am going to keep prattling on. I see you haven't entirely lost your defiant streak. Lucky for me. Makes things more interesting. No, there will be no chase today. I'm too tired. I really did work so hard yesterday. For the first time in centuries, really. Must confess, I'm a bit out of shape. I'll have to rest up before another chase ensues. In the meantime, I decided I could just toy with you. Minimal effort. Good old psychological abuse. That will keep you in the right mindset for later. Speaking of which, I wonder why it is you've managed to stay so entertaining. Why? Your mind is absolutely fascinating. I was so worried early on that you would break, get dull, but somehow you've managed to... What is the saying? Yes, age like a fine wine. More palatable every day. Perhaps you never were truly human. Not mentally. Though there is something very different about you. Long ago, I used to torture humans all the time. They've never behaved quite like you. It's as if you were made to be my little plaything. Oh, I see you don't like that, do you? Does it bother you that you make things enjoyable for me unintentionally? I wonder if that's the true purpose of humans, to provide us monsters with delicious fear. I'll admit, there were a few times I thought you might run out of ways to amuse me. But you always bounce back. To tell you the truth, I tried to be very conservative with the changes to your body. I was concerned about the psychological effects. But it looks like you won't break so easily. Surprise, surprise. I think I want to try some more drastic changes next time. I've been sketching. Oh, well now, isn't that an interesting idea? Experiment on my own body. Oh, sure, I've done it before. Like I told you, I used to look more or less like you. Or rather, how you used to look. I've already changed my own body, but I haven't tried any changes in a very, very long time. I've grown accustomed to this form. Perhaps it is time to change things up. You might come to regret mentioning that, though. If you want a shot at escaping me, you shouldn't encourage me to improve my own abilities. Disturbing as you may find your new body, you can't deny I've made it much more suited for scampering away. No, it's too late. You shouldn't have put the idea in my head. Now, let's see. What should I do to myself? How can I make things more interesting? The obvious choice is to make some of the same changes I've made to you, to make me better at chasing. But that seems a bit redundant and lacking imagination, doesn't it? That would essentially cancel out your improvements, making the chase less challenging and enjoyable once again. No, no, no. One thing I don't enjoy about our chases is when you manage to slip out of my grasp. In my opinion, the chase should end the moment I catch you. Whenever you manage to wrest yourself out of my clutches, feels like you've ruined the victory for me a bit. In that case... Now, this feels interesting. Look at my body. So long and sinuous now. This way I can wrap myself around you, ensure that you don't slip away. Feels a bit ungainly with only 2 legs, though. Let's add a bit more balance. Much better. And this should make for a more interesting chase, don't you agree? No, I don't want to go into it without any practice. I would hate to slip up and let you get away from me for good. Let's see how easy it is to wrap you up. Wrap you up so you can't move. Round and round. That was surprisingly easy, even with you wriggling and resting. Yes, yes. This will work splendidly. It's actually, now that you're wrapped up, surprisingly comfortable. Being wrapped around you this way. If I get bored, I squeeze. I think I'll spend more time like this. Oh, it tickles a little bit when you wriggle like that. Oh, oh, I like it. Strange, it's strange. It's not very often a monster finds something pleasurable. Not unless it involves fear and pain. Oh, I had assumed that I had exhausted every other sensation. But then, I never was one to make radical changes to my body. It tickles. This is the first time I've done something non-humanoid. I like it. Oh, keep wriggling. I could get used to that. Monster biology seems almost ideal for shape-shifting. Unlike with you, where I have to be very careful to make sure the changes I make work together, my body adapts on its own. For example, when I lengthened my spine, my back muscles strengthened to support it, all on their own. For that reason, I'm a little reluctant to change my form most of the time. You never know what unexpected things could happen. They're usually reversible, of course. But I've heard rumors that mental effects are possible, permanent ones. And yet, I'm not so worried when I think about how it will make our chases more interesting. Worth it. You really have made things so much less dull. Suddenly, I don't care as much about what happens to me, as long as it is entertaining. Wriggle, wriggle. Ah, yes. I wonder what the future will bring. What new depths will we dive into in order to keep things fresh? I suppose I could make all sorts of changes to both of us infinitely, couldn't I? Like a chess game. Oh, that was a nice reaction. You don't want any more changes, do you? I wonder what sort of changes you would fear the most. We'll have to do a lot more experiments to find out. Not today. I want to practice using this new body. It wouldn't do for you to slip away because I tripped over my new legs. Oh no. Off you go. Have fun with your day off. Well, as much fun as you can have in that cage. Until next time, my little prey.
Well, that was dark. I certainly would not want to break you, my darlings. I like you just the way you are. But getting creeped out can be a little fun, can't it? It can. Thank you again for supporting me. Good